Let me ask you one question. Are you satisfied or dissatisfied with your freedom to choose what you do with your life? What is certain is that having the freedom to choose what we do with our lives, feeling that we are the captain of our destiny, is linked to happiness. No people can be truly happy if they do not feel that they are choosing the course of their own life, states the World Happiness Report 2012, and it also finds that having this freedom of choice is one of the 6 factors that explain why some people are happier than others. In Denmark, there is freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, and the freedom to marry whomever you like, as long as that other person says yes, of course. Otherwise, me and Rachel Wise would be a thing. According to the Human Freedom Index 2015, an annual report that presents the state of human freedom in the world, Denmark ranks 4th after Hong Kong, Switzerland, and Finland. The UMESN. At 9th place, the US 20th, Russia 111th, China 132nd, Saudi Arabia 141st, and last at 152nd is Iran. The index looks at classical rights like freedom of movement, assembly, expression, and so on, but has more than 70 indicators, including autonomy of religious organizations, freedom of media content, the treatment of same-sex relationships, divorce, and equal inheritance rights. However, I think there is one key factor when it comes to freedom that the Human Freedom Index overlooks: time, a resource that is shared out equally among us all. Every day, we each get 1,440 minutes, and every week, we each get 168 hours. However, we have very different levels of freedom when it comes to how we spend our time. In this chapter, we will look at 3 areas that impact on your freedom or how you spend your time at work, with your family, and on your commute, and see if there are lessons we can learn from the happiest people. When it comes to increasing our quality of life, I think moving to Copenhagen is the best decision that we have made as a family. Kate and her husband, Simon, moved from London 5 years ago with their first child when Simon was offered a job in Denmark. Since then, the family has grown to 4. It was a leap of faith. Kate has since found a communications job in Copenhagen, but gave up a well-paid job in London at first to concentrate on bringing up their child, and neither Simon nor Kate had been to Denmark before. We were just tired of the long working hours, tired of the long commute, tired of feeling a bit like strangers when we finally had time at the weekends. I go to bed early, and Simon worked really long hours, so some days we wouldn't see each other at all. If there is one thing all expats in Denmark mention, it is the work-life balance. You have a fundamentally different approach to time. Here, you value that families have time to eat together every day. We might have earned more in London, but we had far less time. For many expats, the greatest change is in fact the shift in work life balance. They describe Danish offices as being like morgues after 5 p.m. If you work at the weekend, Danes suspect you are a madman working on some secret project. 166. I think the main difference between the British and the Danish work culture is the unabashed value placed on free time. You value time with family and friends. You leave work at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. and no excuse is needed. Last week, I left the office at 5. I cycled home. I have gone full-on Danish and was home 20 minutes later. Simon had picked up the girls and was preparing dinner. The notion in Scandinavia seems to be that it takes 2 people to make a baby, so it should be the equal responsibility of those 2 people to raise that child. At work, the men will say they can't make a meeting at 4 p.m. because they have to pick up their kids. That would never happen in London, and the data echoes Kate's experience. According to the OECD, Danes enjoy one of the best balances between work and play in the world. The average annual hours worked per worker is 1,457.